Well, being laid off at work can be damaging mentally and physically. Nearly half of Americans are worried about it happening to them.
Yeah, and according to one Harris poll survey, 48% of workers have layoff anxiety. But you shouldn't have to live with the stress of what if you just get yourself prepared.
Yeah, career coach Aneri Desai is here to share her layoff survival guide. It's good to have you in the show.
So happy to be here and finally see you all in person.
In person, finally.
Yes.
Well, let's talk about this because a lot of people are concerned about this. 40% of Americans say they've been laid off at least one time in their lives over the course of their career. You're one of those. Can you tell us a little about your experience?
Absolutely. I have been there and I exactly know how it feels. One day I was a star performer at work in line for my next promotion, and next day I was told that your services are no longer needed.
Wow.
I was devastated and I started looking for jobs, and I was even ready to take pay cuts. Applied hundreds of jobs because I was 6 months pregnant and I was desperate to land a job. So I exactly know how it feels, and this topic is so close to my heart because of the experiences I went through.
I know it is.
Yeah, and from your experience, you say that it's so important for everyone to be prepared for layoffs, but what if they feel secure in their position?
Absolutely, I hear you. Most people think that it's not coming, and most of the time there are no signs. You don't know it's going to happen. So even if you are in a secure job, you should be prepared. Consider this as like your insurance that hopefully you don't need to use ever. So I would tell everybody to start prepping, have basic things ready, because no matter whether you just joined or you have been with company for more than 10 years, anything can happen to you. So I'm not trying to scare anyone,
no, of course,
but we want to be prepared.
And then should you have a kind of a go bag to get ready just in case it happens? I mean, what should you put? What do you put in that?
Yes, so before I tell you all what to put in your go bag, I want to tell you that not just for layoffs, but this can be if you want to pitch your manager for your next promotion, or if you want to apply for any other jobs, this can be handy for anybody in any cases. So number one, we want to document all our accomplishments. We want to put it on paper because sometimes we don't give credit to ourselves and we just go all the time. So I want everybody to start documenting the projects they are working on, what did they do on those projects, and what was the impact that they made. So we want to be as detailed as possible. That's the first start. Secondly, we want to prepare our resume. We want to scrap all old information that is no longer relevant, our age, our year of graduation, and GPA and high school name and everything, and start adding new, fresh information. And third is LinkedIn. I want to tell everybody that LinkedIn is not just for job search. It's also your branding, putting yourself out there, being known for something that you are really good at. So I want everybody to start updating their LinkedIn profile and start adding social proof of their work. That's how people will know and you are being more visible. And we want our coworkers to start recommending us for the amazing work we have been doing.
Yeah, and to that end, you say that it's so important to keep networking. Explain a little more about that.
Yes, this is my favorite question. Your networking game is at its best when you don't need anything from anyone. So I want everybody to network, genuinely build connections when you don't need anything in return right away. So I want everybody to meet at least one person every week and build those genuine connections so they can come and help you if you are in that unfortunate layoff situation.
Yeah, I was talking to a friend about it this morning. Instead of just calling you hear from people when they need it all of a sudden, but it's really nice to keep establishing that all the time. So there's a genuine relationship there. How do these tips help somebody deal with the reality, though, of being laid off?
Absolutely. Consider this as your tools that you have in your back pocket. You are desperate when you are being laid off. You are confused, you are sad, you are frustrated, you are overwhelmed. So I want everybody to have something in their back pocket. So if something like this happens, this is more like you are ready to go, you don't have to start over.
It really gives a lot of people hope, I think, listening to you and hearing your experience. Thank you so much for coming in today and telling us about your story and giving us such great tips.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks, Aneri.